Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and welcome back to the Kingdom of Ireland. And in this episode I think it's time to commit to some war. At the end of the last episode I did ask you guys what direction do you think we should take, and I think we're going to carry on what my mother started in trying to unite Britannia and keep us safe from the Vikings once and for all. So we go ahead and look at which wars we can declare. We can actually declare war against King Peter here of Alba, and of course that's because we have a claim on the Kingdom of Alba itself. Now Peter himself doesn't actually have any allies right now, so this would actually be a very easy war even if we didn't invite allies of our own. So we're going to wait just a month or two for the game to head out of winter, and then we should have a good expansion offer open to us. The Earldom of Dunholm has given rise to the Danelander Irish Insular Popularists targeting you. Oh, that's a mouthful. Danelander Irish Insularist Popularists. So some Danelanders have converted to Irish Insularism, and now they hate me because we're Orthodox. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at the religion. Slowly, everyone is actually converting to Orthodox, which would be funny because then the biggest Irish Insularist faction would actually be Wales. Crusader Kings is a very interesting game sometimes. Betrothed can marry, so let's go ahead and marry off my son Christophorus here to his wife. That's all good there. To the sensible High King Thurso of Ireland, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your son Christophorus and my daughter Scholastica will be joined in holy matrimony. May St. Bridget bless their union. Excellent news there. So we're just heading out of January now. I think at the beginning of March is when we're probably going to march our armies over to the King of Alba. My son Christophorus has recovered from pneumonia, and he doesn't have any negative traits, so that's good. Wonderful news, Jesus be praised. So my son has recovered, and it looks like he knew what his body needed best to recover there. Now, the time has come. Let's see, we could wait to have our light footmen and our huskers. Oh no, we're not recovering any. Why is that? Is that because we're on control? If we are on this... garrison size, levy size. No, there's nothing for men-at-arms replenishment, is there? Interesting. Our men-at-arms here. Oh, now we can have size 5. They are bowmen, so these other men-at-arms listed here must be bonus one-off units that we have. Just some light footmen and some huskers there. So they're never going to replenish, and in fact our levies here are basically fully replenished. So now would be a good time to go to war. Let's go ahead and open up our diplomacy. And look at that. That would give us a large chunk of land. So let's go ahead and look what we gain here. We gain the Kingdom of Alba. We gain some fame. Our allies would gain prestige, of course. King Peter would become my vassal. He might not be too happy with that. Duchess Emma. Oh, we gain a lot of vassals actually. We have to organize that when the time comes. But let's go ahead and declare the war for just a small 75 prestige. King Peter, unfortunately, sir, you do find yourself in a war now. We can call on our house members, Duchess Elfled. So she will actually join us. She's Anglo-Saxon, so let's go ahead and call her to war. And if we really wanted to, we could also call on our allies, such as Queen Lowry here of Wales. I think we will call on her. It cost us 350 prestige. She's not in any wars, and she would bring another 3,000 men. So let's go ahead and do that. I do like the sound of that. Now, we could raise our armies down here and march into Alba this way. I do like the sound of that. So let's go ahead and raise all of our armies here. It looks like just the one army. And, oh, wrong button. Let's go ahead and check on our commander. We could lead them ourselves. However, we don't really have any commander traits. We don't, we do have the best martial or commander advantage. Movement speed and retreatment losses would be good, but then they only have 9 commander advantage. My son, commander and knight here. We could let my son lead the men into battle, or we could lead them ourselves. I think maybe we should lead them ourselves. We do have the highest commander advantage, and although this could be a little bit dangerous, what better way to motivate our men than for them to see us on the battlefield. So let's go ahead and unpause and raise the men. We are marching off to war. To the sensible High King First of Ireland, of course, I should join you in this war. Our foe shall learn to fear the men of Wales. Excellent. Looks like Wales are honouring their alliance there. And to the impressive High King First of Ireland, of course, I should join you in this war. Our foe shall learn to fear the men of Kent. Kent have probably been our biggest ally throughout this series. The men of Kent have marched to war with us many times, and once again, the men of Kent are arriving once more to help us take Alba. Very nice stuff there. Right. We're not losing too much gold either, which is nice to see. So let's go ahead and raise all of the men. It's going to take another 30 days. It really does take a long time to muster our armies. I'm not quite sure what affects the mustering speed, but just 4 more days now and then we can start marching. There we go. Let's go ahead and start sieging from the south and we'll work our way up. So let's go ahead and take the Barony of Bamberg. Do you have any loot? They don't have any loot though. Maybe we should pick someone with good loot. Ah, like this. 25 loot there. Maybe that's where we start our first siege in the south. So let's go ahead and march our way northwards. And we will go ahead and take the Barony of Kelso here. Dunbar is under siege. Okay, Dunbar is over here as well. So we could defend that if we wanted to as well. Let's go ahead and unpause the game. If we zoom out, we do have Wales coming in here. And the men of Kent, I believe this is. They're going to sail, I think, by the looks of it. Monetary ministrations. My High King, I could not help but notice that you might benefit from some monetary aid. My spymaster El Dungo folds his arms as he proposes an arrangement, a loan to ease the burden of my treasury. Your help is appreciated. So we would get 75 gold from him. We will need to repay him. And he gets a weak hook on us. Do we really need the gold right now? We are in war, and this war could last a while if it's a fight for a kingdom. So maybe he gains a weak hook on us, though. We gain 48 stress. I think we're going to take the loan, and then we'll pay him back as soon as we can. I've never had that pop up before. That's interesting. Task finished. Reeve, Attain of Salford, finished the increased county control task in Dublin. Okay, so Dublin is once again at max control here. So that's good to see. What about our other? Lancaster has 0 control. Oh dear, we should really do something about Lancaster. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and increase the control there. Where is Lancaster? Is it here? Is it here? It is, right? Yeah, in Lancashire. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, we could stop this siege, or we could siege this. Maybe we should stop this siege first, right? It will be a victory. So it looks like we're going to fight our first battle here as commander of the army. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a victory. It looks like the Welshmen are also going to join us as well. So it does look like we're going to get a very easy win there. We do capture someone. The following faction has targeted you, has disbanded. Okay, nice. That's looking good as well. Let's go ahead and see what happened here. We killed one of their vassals, and we captured another. There we go. You, sir, I'm actually going to go ahead and move you to my dungeon, because you are a prisoner of war. There we go. We can't risk you communicating with the enemy. Let's go ahead and siege this now. This will give us a huge chunk of gold. 25 gold, in fact. I'm looking forward to this. Neighbouring ruler won the war. Okay. Spouse is patron of theologians. We gave 500 piety. Your spouse's average learning skill led to this windfall. In fact, I just realised... Okay, she is on patronage already. Nice. We could put her on chivalry. However, I think for now, let's just leave her on patronage. Because that's gaining us a nice chunk of piety every now and then. 400 Albans marching towards our castle there. Gavel there is now under siege. It's going to take 8 months. Maybe we can siege this down first and then rush to its defense. And it looks like the Welshmen here are doing their job. Men from Kent are also now marching north. Maybe they can go ahead and deal with this. It does look like they're going to go and defend that for me, which is nice. You have learned of Urk's cannibal secret. Okay. You are my knight. 18 prowess. For now, let's go ahead and keep that a secret, especially as I need you in the war. However, I think cannibalism is not allowed in our faith. So we will have to address with that once we're back from the war. Speaking of which, how long is left on the siege? 4 months. Not too long to go on this. And it looks like the men of Kent have caught up to the men of Alba here. And they are going to defeat them on the battlefield. Helping our war score, we're already up to 66% there. As Wales finish their siege. We've still got 40 days on our siege though. Hopefully we siege it in time. And we do have a new learning perk available as well. So let's go ahead and get Zealous proselytes. Oh dear, that word. Convert faith in county progress speed plus 25%. And we're getting closer to that all-important profit perk there. We might be able to change the religion quite a bit. To the implacable High King Thurso of Ireland, blessings upon you and your house. It seems that there is no recourse for our dispute other than to settle it on the battlefield. Oh no, the Northman army conquest of the Duchy of Iceland. That is terrible timing. Rally the troops. We are really going to need help with this. We can call on house members. We can call on King Peter of Alba to defend us. He's not going to accept, right? Yeah, no, wait. No, he won't accept. Okay, I was going to say, that's a bit weird. Right, Kent is already helping us, as is Wales. Maybe we can call on West Francia to defend us here. Are they in a war? They're not, and they do have 9,000 men. So if we go ahead and ask the King of West Francia to help us with the Vikings, maybe they can go ahead and defend there for us. Of course, we will have to remember this deed they've done us. Greetings, High King Thurso of Ireland. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of West Francia. Excellent. So it looks like King Louis III here, I think his name is, will actually come and save us. I've got an idea in my attempts to align Earl of Dungau to my interests. Perhaps I should argue that it is in the interest of all Irish insularists to support me, rather than any other orthodox ruler. I believe I can make a very convincing argument. Let's try it. Oh dear, we lost prestige. Okay. Apparently I'm not that convincing. So be it. Right. There we go. We're going to complete the siege here. Oh no, I need to unpause first. The Northerner Menace. A horde of disjointed pirates, landless freemen, desperate lesser children, and other assorted miscreants have joined Ingfrior in her proposed assault against my holdings. You're 61. She's still... That's a lot of men, isn't it? Although the size of the force is formidable, they lack discipline or loyalty, with each scrounged mercenary focused exclusively on what they can get out of the war first and foremost. Unlike a conventional foe, it might be possible to simply deal directly with the invaders. Perhaps a bargain could be struck. Now, we're not going to do this one because we gain some stress. I don't want to give them land. And I don't want to give them gold because we just simply can't. 415 gold. Yeah, we cannot afford that. So, just like my ancestors, we will banish these invaders as we've always done on the battlefield. Well, the King of West Francia will. We gained some new prisoners in that siege, as well as gold. Let's go ahead and check on them. They're both in house arrest. We can't be doing that. You guys are going to be moved to the dungeon because you are prisoners of war. And as we said before, we don't want them communicating. Right, this doesn't have any gold. Neither does this. This has 20 gold. This has nothing. This has 29 gold, so we may as well go for the capital now of Alba. So let's go ahead and march our armies northwards, and hopefully we can get another siege or two in before we win the war. High Queen Borislava gained major scholarly expertise, +2 learning. Very nice. Yeah, and also I just realized my wife also likes me very much now. 100 opinion there, so that's good. Looks like everything's happy in our household at the moment. Australand is under siege. Now that's all the way up here. The Vikings have arrived. Where are the men of West Francia? The men of West Francia are also sailing northwards as well. Oh dear. They're actually landing. Okay, they're not going to go north without my help, it doesn't seem. They're actually helping me siege? No, they're just spreading out. Okay. They're going to wait for us to sail north. Damn it. I thought we had a free war there. But it doesn't look like it's going that way. Right. Maybe we can split off our army. This is going to take another year still. Oh dear, we might not arrive in time. That could be troubling. I was really hoping the men of West Francia would go north. It's a shame we can't tell them to do this. But I guess it's in their interest to wait for me to go as well. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my spy master in a good light have presented themselves. My lord, pray tell, who is the most noble person you have heard of? El Dongao, without a doubt. Yeah, let's go ahead and praise him. He'll like us a bit more. And my daughter is more likely to receive a good education, thanks once again to my wife. That's very nice to hear. Where's the rest Frankians going? Are they decide? No, I thought for a moment they were deciding to go off to Iceland. Well, it seems that they just want to hang around in Alba for a little bit. Friendly exchange. Duke Fuakata gained 20 opinion with us, thanks to my spouse's average diplomacy skill. My wife is helping me quite a lot, actually, as of late, giving me plenty of relation with people and piety. She's a very good wife. I'm glad. Sometimes, at least when I play off camera, I have a lot of problems with my wife's or my husband's, depending on who I'm playing. Right, another 3 months left on the siege of St. Johnston. 29 gold. Oh, that's good. Of course, we need to pay back our spy master once this war is over as well. Son learns a language. Constantine learned the Slavonic language through observation. Oh, very nice. So my son is now multilingual. Increased control. Eldom of Lancashire lost bandits running rampant. Very nice. So we are gaining some control over there as well. 21 days until we finish this siege. And I think that might be the War of Alba one as well. There we go. We gained 29 gold. We also gained some prisoners as well. Let's go ahead. Everyone is in my dungeon. What we can do now is let's go ahead and enforce demands. So let's go ahead and do this. Greetings, my liege. Wait, is this not King Peter? Oh, it is. Okay. His clothes changed. That's why he looks different. Your ruthlessness is enviable. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So we get the kingdom of Alba. So be it. And look at that. Ireland is once again strong. We just need to somehow take England. That is a problem. But first, we have another problem. Vikings. Let's go ahead and land up here. That's going to cost a lot of gold to embark, isn't it? 21 gold. Wow. Let's see. Nominate successor. My son, your player heir and son. I'm gonna nominate Maximus. He's not actually leading the vote, though, is he? He's fourth in line. My other son's... There you go, my other son is first in line at least, so it's not too bad. We have time to make an empire. We can transfer... Okay, let's go ahead and transfer vassals. There we go, that helps us here. We can call on house members. Maybe Kent will join us against the Vikings as well. Let's go ahead and ask them this. And I think that's it. We could ransom prisoners. 25 gold. We could do with the gold. So let's go ahead and ransom some of these guys off. There we go. It doesn't give us stress or anything as well. So I'm happy to do that. Faction created against us. Oh no. To the implacable High King First of Ireland, of course I should join you in this war. Our foes should learn to fit them in a Kent. Excellent. Ransom accepted. Your vassal, Duchess Gyar, created the Liberty faction against us. Oh dear. That's not good, is it? We can also ransom this guy for 10 gold as well. So let's go ahead and do this. There we go. And then we're going to sail our men north as well with the West Frankians, who are now joining us. So that's good too. We can ask our head of faith for gold. 250 piety. We have a lot of piety. I will do that, actually. 250, was that gold? That's a lot of gold. Greetings, High King Fursu of Ireland. I have considered your plight and decided to grant your request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. These funds will bring me victory. I hope so. Thank you very much. Right, we're sailing north now. And we're in the middle of summer, so hopefully the Vikings won't get any buffs, such as Winter Soldier. We have managed to sway our vassal as well, who is our spy master. I think we're looking good. Right, let's go ahead. Is there any vassals who extremely hate me? In fact, what we should do is go to factions. Wait, there's no Liberty faction? Oh, this is the Liberty faction. I want to sway you. There we go. And hopefully you will abandon what you're planning. And hopefully work as one for a united island. We can actually land here now. If we land here, then we can march northwards, just so we don't get the recently disembarked debuff. Right, let's go ahead and march and fight the Vikings. The West Frankian men also should help us here. This should be a win for us, although it does say balanced. Oh dear. I hope we can win this. Okay, there we go. Now it's recalculated this. Oh, some men have decided to sail. We are going to catch up to them. There we go. Looks like the reinforcements will be coming shortly after. And my daughter has now come of age. I am proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards warfare, such as Eudoxia, can come to truly understand it. She has shown great aptitude both in battle tactics and the management of armies. It is a shame that she would never command armies, however. You never know. Irish orthodoxy may allow it. They grow up fast. They do indeed. Let's go ahead and do this. So she has 14 martial, I think that was. We just won the battle. That was fast. And one of our champions... Oh! Vassal in the kingdom of West Francia was injured, so none of ours, fortunately. My daughter can now marry. Right, we need to deal with that soon. Faction created against us. Your nephew, Jarl Vigfus, created the independent faction. Oh dear, everything's happening now. Let's deal with this court issue when we're back as well in person, because technically we're not here right now. Let's go ahead and defend this siege. The Vikings are trying to run away. In fact, we could siege this back first. Let's go ahead and siege this back. That would be beneficial to us. Child of my dynasty, my daughter-in-law has given birth to a son. Since the little one is a part of my dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Chu Chen. Yeah, why not? May you grow strong and wise. There we go. Of course, we have Anglo-Saxon and Irish names now in our culture. It's going to take 3 months to re-siege this. Oh dear. Dangerous factions. Independence factions. Duchy of Jamoda. Duchy of Moray. Oh dear. There's always war in Ireland currently. Oh, that's going to be troublesome. I can already predict this. Right, let's go ahead and siege this back, though. Should only be another, there we go, 1 week on this siege. Beautiful stuff. So we've taken this back. That's helping the war score. And then what we really need to do is go ahead and defeat this army. Now, that's going to sail us around. I probably want to manually walk my way there so we don't get the disembark debuff, right? Hopefully the West Frankians also join us. And this is looking good. There we go. That should be fine there. Neighbouring ruler has won a war. Your hook on Duchess Stefania will soon expire. Let's see. Oh, I could demand conversion if we use a hook. And she will convert to orthodoxy. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That's beneficial to us. In fact, do I have any other hooks on people? Hooks we hold. You guys are already orthodox, so there's no use doing this. Oh dear. Just our one vassal there. Okay, that's good. We're being raided. Oh no. Sadly, we can't really deal with that right now. My daughter-in-law has given birth to a son. Since the little one is a part of my dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Oh, it's Maximus as well. Let's see. Mercu. May you grow strong and wise. There we go. I've decided to follow you into the light and convert to orthodoxy. Blessed be God. Very nice. Event timed out. Oh dear. I've now appointed Colabed as my personal champion. And we grow closer to forming a friendship. Okay, luckily, there was nothing bad there. In future, I need to remember to do those events right away then. They're not going to wait too long for us, it seems. The Vikings are running away. Hopefully we can catch them before they embark. The following faction targeting you has disbanded. Okay, but we still have the independent faction, right? Yeah, this is troubling. We're going to have to fight that one because they can send an ultimatum in 3 months. Hopefully we can deal with the Vikings in that time. We have caught up to them, so we can win this battle. We should win this war at least. There we go. And we have a new learning lifestyle perk as well. Let's go ahead and get religious icon. Convert faith in county. The time it takes to convert a county is no longer increased if that faith has higher fervor than your faith. Very nice. And then we go ahead and enforce our demands here. Greetings, High King Fursu of Ireland. Blessings upon you and your house. I know when I am defeated. It seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. So be it. Let's go ahead and disband the army as well. Right. No big events happening there either. We do need to repay the loan. To have a debt hanging over me is unbecoming of a High King. The time has come to repay the money I owe. Let's go ahead and send our spy master his money back. And we do have a nice chunk of gold. Maybe we could do some upgrading in Dublin. Let's see. We could upgrade this building. So it would give us some extra tank, an extra fort level, and also an extra garrison. A bailey is the perfect and most defensible place to store critical supplies that will see us through a siege, such as weapons, armor, and pickled boars' heads. Pickled boars' heads? Ah, I guess food, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade this. There we go. I like the sound of that. That's going to cost us a fair bit of gold, but luckily we still have some left over as well. We could go on a hunt, but not right now, because I am expecting a war for independence soon. So I don't think it's wise to go off on a hunt right now. In a dusty corner of the library, I find a tome, bound in leather and inscribed with weird symbols. Partially hidden behind other books, it is old, but has obviously seen some recent use. As I leaf through it, I quickly come to realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. Okay. Interesting. I glance around before sitting down to read. Begin focused reading for 5 years and gain some learning. We are a man of high learning, so I think it's good to keep an open mind. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what the contents of this book may hold. Maybe we could learn something new that may help us. Our court grandeur decreases. We have raiders. No, the raiders have left. Ah, they're down here in England now. Looks like they're actually just disbanded too. Independence demand. To my liege, it is time for you to recognize the full independence of Yana Mawa and the other states in the independence faction. Accept our demands or face the swords on the battlefield. You are my nephew. You're going to pay for this. I will not be threatened. I'm the King of Ireland. To my liege, tales of your misdeeds are told from island to cafe. We have lived under your rule for too long. We can tolerate it no more. By blood and steel, we will be free. So they have 4,000 men. We're going to have to call in our allies here, sadly. Let's rally the troops and pause the game, though, because sadly, that's all I have time for today. We can't call on our house members. We're going to do that in the next episode. But that's it for today. If we go ahead and look at the land, Ireland is the dominant power once again. But as you can see, we do have some independence issues. Hopefully in the next episode, we can defeat them and maybe even find a way to war England. But that's it for today. I will be back on Sunday with the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.